Hello again, friends and neighbors. In this video, the time has finally come to do the maintenance on the BiOrb. It's been about 5 months since I set it up. It's time to change the filter. I'm going to add a heater. I'm also going to answer a few questions that y'all have asked. In order to try to keep this video a little shorter, well, let's just get right into it. So here's what I ordered on Amazon. I ordered a new heater and this a special holder that you have to have because of the curved glass. I'm not sure that I'm going to like it. So here's the old filter. This is the tube that goes in the center. This is how it fits around your filter cartridge. And what this does is this pops into place. You put this in the center. You probably watch me take it out. Goes in the center like this. Then you twist it and it locks into place. I got a couple rocks in there though, which will not do. Okay. Clean the little air stone a little bit. So what you do is you take and you twist this, pull it off. You can see how dirty that is. And here's the new one. Put this, twist it, it's locked into place, put it down, until it's home, turn it, and it's locked into place. That part's all done. So here's the tank, all set up and running again after its renewal. It took me about an hour altogether to do the entire process from start to finish. It's got a few bubbles in it. That always happens. I haven't found a way to really get rid of them. They have to go away on their own. I mean, I could get in there and wipe. It's really hard to clean the inside of the glass. There were some questions that were left in the comments that I would like to address, try to give some answers to. And one of them was actually, how do you clean the inside of the glass? The answer is, I really don't have to clean the inside of the glass. The only time that I'd really kind of need to clean it would be like a time like now where I got bubbles. But for the most part, the light is not strong enough to really grow much algae, and I've got it far enough away from any other light source or window, natural light, that I really don't have an issue with algae. Also, the massive amounts of hornwort and guppy grass that are growing in the top of this thing, they have blocked out a lot of the light, and there not a whole lot reaches the bottom, which, as you'll note, there is a betta fish in here, and that actually works out just fine for the betta fish because they like darker environments, which leads me to actually two questions. One, is it possible to heat the water for, say, a betta or betta, however you want to say it? And then there's another one that says, I'm new to the aquarium life and don't notice a heater. Your fish don't need one. So in all honesty, this was an experiment that I was skeptical of. I just really thought it was more of a novelty, sort of. It is a novelty, but at the same time, I just kind of assumed that it was going to be one of those things that looks interesting but really didn't function all that well. So I didn't really put a whole lot of money into it other than the initial price of buying the aquarium. When I first set it up, I did not have a heater in it, and I had the same betta fish that's in here. Didn't really seem to mind. I keep my house about 72 degrees, which is a little cold for betta fish, but I've got a betta in every tank, and this one was the only one that didn't have a heater. I didn't really notice much of a difference in behavior or a difference in appetite or anything of that nature between a betta fish in a heated tank and this guy in this tank. To answer the question, you can put a heater in it. I actually did put a heater in this one, as I showed you the special little holder you have to get. If you're looking at the aquarium dead on, you can't see the heater because of the reflection and refraction of the surface and the fluid. So it's not that big of a deal, but if you get close to the aquarium, you can see it, and it kind of looks ridiculous, but because it's magnified about, I don't know, 20 times its normal size. So we'll see. We'll see if it makes that much of a difference. I'm not sure that it really does, but I know that it's recommended that betta fish are supposed to have a temperature of about 78 degrees, and that's where I've got this heater set at, and it's doing a pretty good job of holding it at that. We'll see what the difference is. There's another question, and I got all of the tank and the parts for it off of Amazon. They make it very easy. You just go to the BiOrb page on Amazon and it's all right there. We got another question, says, can you do a reef tank with this? I mean, I certainly think that you could. You would be limited in what you could put in it, as far as you're not putting coral in it. That's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen, because the lighting required for the majority of corals is so intense, and it's well, I don't want to say intense, but it is very strong lighting, and due to the magnification of the aquarium, I would be very hesitant to put anything with any sort of strength up to that nature. Having said that, it's the simplest form of biological filtration that exists. It is a sponge filter. So I don't see why you couldn't keep micro marine environment with maybe some seaweed or I don't know that much about marine stuff, if I'm honest with you. So I've only ever really dealt with freshwater fish and environments, but I would think that you could. And that was pretty much all the questions that I had on it. I think if I missed one, I do apologize. So far, I have been quite impressed with it. It's maintained itself quite well. Now the water was considerably yellow that I pulled out. The filter, as you saw, was kind of clogged. It seems to have done a good job. So it's been about 5 months since I set it up. The recommendation for the filters, I think, between 4 and 6, I think is what it recommended. So it's about right. And to be honest with you, it's really simple. It's just, it really is literally just the sponge. I don't know if it's got some special chemical on it or not, but my plan is to just clean that one out and put it in one of my other aquariums to let it continue to cycle. So when the time comes for me to change it again, I'll have a seasoned filter media to go back in it, and I think that will help, at least with any kind of cost. Well, if you made it this far into the video, I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. If you liked it, please subscribe and leave a comment if you're interested. If not, I hope if you didn't find it interesting, at least you may have found it helpful in some way. I thank you. I hope you have a good night. I hope everything's going well where you are, and I will see you in the next video.